Next up, at UFC Singapore, we have Giga Chikadze taking on Alex Caceres. Giga Chikadze is 14-3 overall, 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that one-sided beatdown by Calvin Kattar. He's taking on Alex Caceres, 21-13 overall, 4-1 in his last 5. He is riding a 2-fight win streak. Giga Chikadze is a phenomenal striker. He's got a solid jab, fantastic kicks. He stopped Cub with a liver kick and then put the incredibly tough Edson Barbosa away with punches. He does an incredible job managing range. He's going to use the kicks to keep you out, and then when he comes in, he's going to throw hands. And then when you get a little too close and he's not comfortable with it, he's going to use the kicks to back out. His striking is dangerous. His wrestling defense is also very solid. Calvin Kattar exposed it a little bit with a couple of takedowns, but the reality is he does have some solid striking defense as well. That Calvin fight was interesting because he got beat. He got his ass kicked. Like, he lost that fight. It was pretty one-sided. He was out-wrestled, and he was knocked down. And then he took a bunch of time off, and now he's coming back. He's taking on Alex Caceres. This kid's a tried-and-true vet. He came through the Ultimate Fighter more than 12 years ago. His striking is solid. His durability is solid. His wrestling and grappling are solid as well. He's pretty good everywhere. He's got a whole wealth of experience, and he's fought a lot of high-level people throughout this long UFC career. His accuracy is good. He's got nice scrambles. The problem with Alex is there are a bunch of finishes, but it's like catch you in something type submission win. And yeah, he put out Julian a like there's wins in there, like quality finishes, but he's not the most dangerous guy. I don't think he's probably more well-rounded than Giga.
Wasn't that his first finish in like 10 years or 9 years?
It's been a while. Well, he does. No, didn't he? No,
his TKO. It was the first TKO.
Yeah, because he's caught a bunch of submissions.
There's an eye injury. It was his first TKO win since 2010. Sure. Literally like 13 years.
Yeah, but he does have some submissions where he catches things. My point being, Alex is probably the more well-rounded fighter here, but he's not better than Giga at any one particular thing like Giga is in the striking. Giga should be the far better striker. He should be the more powerful striker, the more accurate striker, the more versatile striker. And it just comes down to, can he defend the takedowns? And he should be able to. The reason Calvin Kattar had success with the wrestling is because Calvin Kattar's striking is very good. He has insanely clean and fast boxing, which has already got Giga worried about his hands, and then he could shoot a takedown. Alex's striking is too unorthodox, too weird, and Giga's just going to kick him to death, or Giga's going to be a step ahead of him. So I do think Giga wins this fight. I'm pretty confident in him. I don't have any money on him just yet because I'm still undecided. The long layoff, and I mean, Calvin beat his ass. He beat his ass. And we'll see how he responds. He might just come back like, no big deal. Yeah, I lost to the better fighter that day. Or he took a very long time off. He might not be the same. He should win this fight. Minus 235 is appropriate. Alex is not a dangerous guy, but still a little undecided on if my money is going to do anything with Giga. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, Alex, I like Alex. I mean, he's never really as far as, for a guy that has a lot of decisions, he's never really in a boring fight. I mean, he's always a fun guy to watch because he is so opportunistic. And if there's an opportunity to climb the back of Giga, of whatever happens, that is where he's going to be the most dangerous. But in the striking, I mean, he should dominate this fight. I mean, talk about Giga. I mean, Alex should be dominated in this fight by Giga because they both want to kind of do the same thing, the kind of rangy kickboxing style. And that's what you are. I mean, Giga, that's what he is known for. That's what he is supposed to be. This is one of those fights where it's like, I think I said it last week, I think with Andre Petrosky, which he ended up proving me absolutely right because he showed that whole camp is an absolute fraud, hence Gracie Philly, because he barely beat Gerald. But it was one of those fights where it's like, if you are who you say you are, you should dominate this fight. If Giga is who he is supposed to be, he should really dominate a guy like Alex Caceres, and that just is what it is. If he was coming off the Cub win and the Barbosa win into this fight against Alex Caceres, even though Alex has won like 7 of his last 8 fights, whatever it is, he would be like a minus 400 favorite. I mean, he just smoked Cub. He just finished Edson Barbosa. I think everyone would agree that Edson Barbosa is a much better striker than Alex Caceres, and that's no disrespect. Edson Barbosa is one of the best strikers in the division. So if he was coming off that win, he would be a -4, maybe a -500 favorite versus Alex Caceres. So yeah, he lost to Qatar. He got wrestled early. He got a little bit flustered. He was worn down. It is what it is. If he is who he says he is, and who I believe that he is, he should dominate this fight. And I'm gonna give him a chance here, because I think that this could end up looking like the best value on the card when it's all said and done. -230, whatever it is. He could look like a -500 favorite in there. I'm going to chase that value. I have bets on him, 2 different bets. I think a total of like 3 units on him. Maybe 4 units on him in different ways. So if you want to see what that is, we'll see how it plays out, though. He should win.
Yeah, if you want to see that bet and the rest of Jacob's bets, WeWantPicks.com, click become a member. Giga at 9,000. I might fade that because Alex is tough. Alex is also not a guy you just steamroll and put away super quick. And Alex may be able to gut through, even if he's on the wrong side of these striking exchanges, he may be able to gut through a decision. And all of a sudden, Giga doesn't score that well because there's not knockdowns or takedowns. So, are you going to spend the 9,000 in DraftKings on Giga?
I think I might. Alex is tough though, but I mean, sometimes with those kicks, you can only be so tough. Sometimes your body just kind of gives out on you. That's what happened to Cub. I mean, Cub's tough as shit too, but I mean, the right shot.
His body literally gave out on him.
Damn, you timed out somebody again. What do you say this time?
He's just a fucking fuck that guy.
He's just gonna keep going because now he's got the attention.
Till he gets hidden from the channel, he's just talking into a void. He hasn't crossed the line. He's just annoying.
Yeah,
so that's why I haven't.
It is what it is.
Yeah, well, fuck him.
Just typical live chat. You know how it goes.
Yes, that's fine with me, man.
That's like what's his name was trashing me, and then I called him out, and he's like, "Oh, I'm actually a big fan, man."
Dude, so many people do that with you.
It was so funny. It was funny. This is actually kind of funny. He said something about my picks. Or he said Angelo averages 10-2 every week. Jacob goes 10-2 every 3 months in lock of the week by picking one correct pick a week. And I said, "Why you on my nuts? Your boyfriend not home?" And he said, laugh out loud, because you actually respond to provocation. I love you though, not gonna lie. You remind me of my brother-in-law. So I said, if you're asking me to fuck your sister and be your brother-in-law, I will. And he said, okay, but she don't do the freckle thing. She's just attracted to dumbasses that blow their money on impulse. And I just said, tell her I just bought a Lambo.
It's so, that whole notion, I'll never understand the internet. The whole, let me just say wild shit and see if he'll respond to me. I will never understand that.
That was pretty funny. I appreciate that response. He took it well. It's all good.
No, yeah, it's a funny exchange. I just don't, and I know that's like most of the internet. Right. I don't understand that. I don't get it. There's a really funny. There's this chick on TikTok who DM'd
What's her name?
Vinny. I don't know. She DM'd
Is
Vinny.
She hot?
Would you shut up? She DM'd Vinny from the Jersey Shore and was like, "Yo, why don't they cut your hair, your line straight? It's jagged. It looks terrible." And so he's like me. Like, he responded like me. First of all, you think I have this beautiful haircut and all this money, and they're just forgetting to do the front of my head? That's how I like it. That's how I want it. And that's why I did it. And now you can go fuck yourself because you're blocked. And he blocked her. And she was like, "No, I love him so much. I don't know why I sent that. I love him. Please unblock me, Vinny. You're my dream. I love you." And it's like, now it's like a theme of her trying to get unblocked by Vinny. But it's just such
He's got a hog, huh?
Yeah. But it's just so funny because it's like you reach, everybody knows. It's like you went out of your way to DM that dude a negative thing. And then he blocked you, and then you're shocked. I would do the same thing. Bye.
I get DMs all the time from females that are really pissed off at me because of all the sexual tension that I put forth onto the. I don't know why you're laughing, but that I put forth onto the camera, that it causes tension between them and their significant others. And I mean, even guys have said, "Listen, I love my girlfriend, and I don't think I'm gay, but sometimes you're on camera and I'm giggling and I'm laughing. I get this warm, fuzzy feeling in my chest. You just do that to me, Jacob." And I get it, guys. And I do want to apologize of all the tension I'm putting on your relationships. And trust me, that I don't want to DM your girlfriends, but it happens.
But sometimes my phone just falls into my hand.
Listen, it's like Sean. He's like, I didn't even want to. What was that quote that I sent you in Josh, he's like, my right hand had a mind of its own. Oh, he said it was actually kind of funny. He was like, I actually didn't even want to win that fight because I wanted to go back to winning 3 rounds or go back to fighting 3 rounds. But my right hand's got a hand or a mind of its own.
Yeah, except it's your speckled is doing all the typing and all the creeping. We have a 5 spot from Go Flamingo. Flamingo says he put together a Hail Mary parlay last week. Sugar O'Malley, round 1 or 2 knockouts. Sang-Woo Choi moneyline. Blanchfield moneyline. Sergey Spivak moneyline. The odds are 42-1. Honestly, that should all
You
hit.
like all those, yeah. Blanchfield's fucking smoked because she sucks, but
that should hit. I don't believe you have this parlay, but if you do, go to the Discord and share the ticket. I'd love to see it. Thank you very much for the 5 Australian. What's the A? Maybe Australian.